today's tutorial. This is the first of our trading tutorial lessons, and today we are going to talk about the most basic thing on trading, which is candlesticks. So what is a candlestick? A candlestick is a symbol that helps us to see if the price is rising or not. For today's session, we are going to use the example of apples. Okay, so let's say today, when the market started at 8 a.m., the price of one apple, okay, the price of one apple was, let's say, $100. Okay, so the price of the apple, let me delete it. So price of the apple started with $100. Okay, so from $100 price of apple, it increased. It went to 110, it went to 120, it went to 130, and it went 140. But then people realized, or the sellers realized, that okay, it is too much. So what they did is that then the price decreased. Okay, so the price decreased and it decreased to 130. Then they are saying that okay, no one is buying, so the market went down and then went to 90, 80. So 80, but then they found that people are buying again, so they started the price again. So when the day ended, the price of the apple, the last price of one apple was $130. So for all the movement that happened today, the pricing, the candlestick, when the day ends, the candlestick would look like this. So by watching or by seeing this candlestick, we have understood that this is the opening. Okay, this is the opening price of the apple, and this was the opening price of the apple, which was $100. So, and the closing price of the apple was 100. This is the closing price, which is 130 USD. But what was the highest price of the apple that happened in today's market, which was 140. So this was the high. 140 was the high. And what was the lowest? The lowest was 80. So by watching only this candlestick, we know that the lowest was 80 USD, the highest was 140 USD, but the opening price was 100 USD, and when the time ended, the last price was 130 USD. So this is how a green candlestick looks like once the whole transaction of the whole day ended. Okay, so green candle always moves up, which means buying, and the same way the opposite is the red candle. The red candle symbolizes the pricing is going down, or the sell. So for better understanding, let me write. So green candle symbolizes buy and red candle symbolizes sell. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. If I need to make a new video, or I need to make another video or an additional video to explain this stuff to you, I will do it. No worries, just comment below. So this is what candlesticks look like. So we have explained already how green candles work, and green candles shows the pricing and all. So on the last day, the closing price of apples was 130 US dollars. So on the second day, when the market started, the market thought that okay, so last day we closed the pricing of apples at 130, so let's start from 130. That's what usually happens. the point where one candlestick closes, the next one starts from right from that point on the next day or on the next interval. There are some differences that you will see in the market, but we are going to talk about that later. So for now on, as a beginner, just remember that from the point where one candle ends, the closing point of one candle is the starting point of the next one. So market closed at 130, so market started from 130. So the market thought, okay, yesterday we started from 100, then we increased the price to 130, so let's do it again. From 130, let's increase the price. So they start to increase the price. It was good, it was going well, but when it went above 140, the market saw that there are rejections. People were not interested, so they maxed the price to 150. Then the market totally rejected the price. So people are not interested to pay 150 US dollar for a single apple. It was way too much. So the market started to drop the price. So the closing price was 130, so it went to 130, and people are still not interested. They're still saying we're not interested to pay 130 for an apple. So what happened is that the candle that was green, now it turned red, which means the market is falling. So from 130 it fell to 120, it fell to 110, it fell to 100, 90, 80. So when it went to 70, the market was the pricing was way too low for an apple. When they went to 70, they saw that people are buying more and more apples. We cannot sustain the market at 70, so from 70 they started to increase the price again. So at the end of the day, when the market closed, the pricing was 90. So if we want to explain this whole phenomenon, the whole activity of the market with a single candlestick, it would look something like this. If I ask you to explain the whole activity of the market, the whole pricing activity of the market using or watching just this candlestick, how will you explain it? What data you are going to find from watching only this candlestick? Think about it. If you want, you can pause the video and explain yourself, or try to explain, understand what this candlestick is saying or explaining to you. Let me help you. The opening price was 130. The closing price was closing price was 90. The market went up to 150, and the market went down to 70. So I hope what you were explaining or what you have understood is the same as what I have written just now. If you have, congratulations, very good job. You have successfully understood what a candlestick represents in the market. So this is the basic, and if you can't understand a candlestick, you will fail again and again in the market, because you will not be able to make any profit. You will not sure what the candlestick represents, and what you will not be able to predict the behavior of the next candlestick. So if you are still lacking, or if you still have doubt, I request you to watch this video again carefully and learn more and more and memorize more and more about what a single candlestick represents in the market. So that's about it. I will i will post more videos and I'll explain more advanced stuff in next few days. I hope my videos will help you to succeed in the trading business and help you to make a better living from it. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe.